When you know someone is the one, you've come to realize this. Perhaps you knew the moment that you met them, or it took some time for you to come to the realization that he's the one for me. She's the one for me. And then everything changes within you. All your focus, all your attention goes to him or her. And perhaps you're in a loving relationship with one another, and that's beautiful. But what happens when you're not in a relationship? Or what happens when you're not even speaking? When perhaps they're ghosting you? What happens then? And why would it be that the one for you is not even speaking to you, or the one for you is not there at your side? What's the point, and how is it that you can move forward knowing this? Now, I would like to start by saying that when it is that you're sure that someone is the one for you, there is a way that you can check this. There is something that I have found, one question that if you ask yourself, the answer will, beyond any doubt, show you and reveal to you if he or she truly is the one for you. Because many times we fall in love, we have a crush on someone, and we tell ourselves, he's the one, she's the one. And the thing is, many times they're not. If you've come to realize and think of past relationships or past crushes, and think how it was that you felt just before you started going out with one another, or at the very beginning, you were sure that he was the one, that she was the one. And then as time went by and more was revealed to you, or you saw things of how it is that you behaved around them or how they behaved around you, things that perhaps happened, and you said, nah, he's not the one, and your attention shifts elsewhere. The thing is that there is a way for you to know if someone truly is the one. And this is a very simple question. I'm going to talk all about the one for you, but let me introduce myself. My name's Aliki. I'm here to help you upgrade your energy, and thank you so much for being here. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. It really helps my channel grow. It's a beautiful community, and thank you. Now, when it is that you've met the one, and you've not only met them, but you know within you, you know with every cell, every fiber of your being that he is the one. Ask yourself this: does he or she bring out the best in me? If they bring out the best in you, and I'm going to explain exactly what I mean by this, then yes, he is the one, she is the one. You meet so many people in your life, and each is very unique in who they are. And another thing that's unique is what they bring out in you, how it is you speak around them, how you behave around them. We each have so many parts of our character, parts of who we are, and we are inspired by not just our environment, not just by our thoughts and beliefs, but also by who is there around us. That's why we say it's so important to surround yourself by people who do support you, that admire you, that see the best in you. And it's not just that see the best in you. The one will bring out the best in you. You will be proud of who you are. You will feel more inspired. You'll feel excited. Time will seem to just stop when you're around him or her. And not just because you're in love with them, but because you're in love with who you are that very moment. You're so excited. And you notice that even if you don't sleep enough, the next day you wake up equally excited. You're not tired. And this is because they've raised your vibration. They have helped you raise your frequency. And someone that ignites that in you, that inspires you in that way, is the one. When you're around the one, you will feel that time stops. And not just stops in that you're excited and having fun, and so you don't notice time going by. It's like it's you and him or her and nothing else, no one else, just you. And everything seems to just pause and take a moment for you to be so full of happiness and love. And as you look at the world, you will see the world around you with new eyes, in a completely different light. And when they are closer to you, you will find that your life seems to flow in a more beautiful way, that everything just seems to fall into place and become so much easier. He or she doesn't truly need to be at your side for you to be at your very best. They come to your side for you to remember that it's all within you. They remind you and they bring forward your true value. And many times they're not there in your life. Perhaps they stop speaking to you, or they avoid you, or whatever may happen. In each case, it's unique. Until you truly value all that you are, love all that you are. I've created a course called Attract Love just for this reason, to bring you into attracting the one by you choosing the very best in you, being at your very best, and being full of love, loving all that you are. What happens when you know that someone's the one and yet you're not together? Perhaps they're not even speaking to you. And you say, if he's the one, why aren't they speaking to me? Why aren't they here in my life? And this becomes especially hard when you feel that they love you as well. When you know that the attraction is mutual, the love is mutual, and yet you're not together. And perhaps they're even with someone else. What happens then? How could they be the one and you're not in the physical world at each other's side, in a relationship, moving forward together? This can be very hard for you to accept within you and to understand. What I've come to realize is that until you believe in you fully and love all that you are and let this shine forward in all directions and express it in every way, that it's very, very hard for the one to truly come and stay at your side, to be there in all ways. But once you shine forward and you choose to be at your very best and you believe that it's all there within you, then he or she will feel it. They will come. There's a path that you are on in your life. There's a path of you letting go of what needs to be let go of, choosing what you want to express more of, what makes you feel inspired, what makes you feel happy being and doing and expressing. And this is a path that many times, if he or she was there at your side, that you perhaps would not go on, or perhaps you wouldn't even think of going on. And that's because you'd be happy. You'd be at each other's side, you'd be content, and you'd say, that's it. But if you need to reach higher vibration, higher frequency, to truly shift into something that you can't even believe that you can be right now, that you believe perhaps is even out of reach. If you need to go there and achieve this, and them being at your side would not inspire you, but them being an aim, something that triggers this in you, that reminds you that the best in you is this and this, that, hey, you can feel like that and that. This is what you can be. This is what is within you. And you realize that they don't need to be there. Then you don't depend on anyone, on anything external from you, which means that the ups and downs that can happen with your happiness, with your love, with your inspiration, because of what events may occur, because of them being there or not being there, you realize that what is within you doesn't come and go. It's forever within you. It's forever there, which means you can be forever in your happiness, forever in your love, forever in your knowledge, forever in your wisdom. And when it's possible not to have these ebbs and flows, not to have these highs and lows, but be forever shining forward at your very best, then, yes, they will be away until you shine this forward, until you stand on the ground that you're truly powerful being on, truly shining forward at your very best, at your happiest, full of love, full of knowledge, full of wisdom. It won't just be that they bring out the best in you, but you will bring out the best in him or her. You'll make them feel good about who they are. The attraction will be mutual. The love will be mutual. And you will feel drawn to one another with this magnetic pull because you feel so good about who you are around each other. The thing is that when you're with someone who is the one, you feel calm. You feel at peace. You feel that you can be you and express you. And even if you make mistakes or you're silly or you show your faults and weaknesses, still, they make you feel good and they inspire you to be better and better. They do this not because they demand for you. You must be better to be with me. You must do this or you must do that. There is no such thing. You choose that, hey, I want to do so much around them. They make me feel that I can do anything, be anything. And this is a wonderful thing. It's a beautiful thing to feel both at peace and at ease, but also inspired, excited, motivated. It's like everything within you just starts flowing forward. And the love that you have within you, your happiness, comes forward naturally. You don't need to try to look for it. You don't need to try and see parts of you. You see them naturally. The flow that, hey, this needs to be let go of and this is what I choose to be, happens with great ease. And it just seems to be this process that brings you forward. You choose to move forward together. And even when perhaps during periods of time that they're not speaking to you, perhaps there are times where they're not there, physically there in your life, you will still feel their presence. You will feel that they are still there supporting you and urging you to be at your very best, to move forward, to be full of happiness, to be full of love. Feeling someone's presence there, and no matter what has happened, being able to forgive one another with great ease. It's not like you need to say sorry or you need to have these huge conversations and push yourself to forgive. Forgiving comes very easily with the one. And this is a very powerful sign that he or she is the one. If forgiving comes easy and knowing that you and him, you and her are truly one in your heart and in your core, this brings forward your most beautiful dreams. You know that they're all there within you and you express them. You live them. I wish for your most beautiful dreams to come true. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe and also remember to like. Thank you so much for being here.